Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the Center for the Arts at the University at Buffalo. At this time, we ask you to please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Please note the nearest emergency exit, keeping in mind the nearest exit may be behind you. In the event of an emergency, please listen to directions via this public address system. And now, please stand, keeping the aisles clear, and welcome the Williamsville North High School's graduating class of 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and join us to the Pledge of the Flag and the playing of our national anthem, which will be performed by the Wind Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Michael Conti. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. I would now like to introduce salutatorian of the class of 2019, Austin Zepowicz.
Thank you, Jacob, for that kind introduction. Members of the Board of Education, Dr. Martzloff, Mr. Thomas, Ms. Fanning, Mr. Flanagan, Mr. Lasky, teachers, parents, invited guests, and fellow graduates of the class of 2019. Welcome to Williamsville North's commencement ceremony. Congratulations, we did it. We finally made it through high school. Now, for those of you who don't know me, yes, I'm the kid who spent the last 4 years of his life studying hours on end, drinking way too much coffee, all while missing countless parties, just to come in second. So close, so close. I kid, because in all seriousness, it's truly an honor to even have the opportunity to speak to a class that I'm so thankful to call my own, let alone to speak as salutatorian. From the very beginning, we have been told many times that what we do in high school does not and should not define who we are. That our life isn't dependent on grades, extracurricular activities, or the number of detentions we receive. And speaking of that, Mr. Thomas, I think you gave me like 4 detentions freshman year. It's okay, I forgive you though. It's okay. Now that advice is great, and nonetheless, completely true. However, if there's one thing I personally value the most, and really learned early on in high school, is that sometimes it's necessary to take a step back, sacrifice, and spend time focusing on yourself. But what I did not expect was how easy it was to get caught up and stuck in the present, where you lose sight of the future and the ultimate end goal. You know, what gets us through the stressful times is our ability to look ahead and find motivation in whatever it is we choose to care about most. And these past 4 years have proven to me that no matter the adversity, no matter the tribulation, nothing stops a focused mind. I truly believe that if you find your focus and invest in your future, each and every one of you has the potential to succeed. In this regard, I urge you to find time throughout today's ceremony to personally think about where we'll all be 3 months from now, where we'll all be 1 year from now, 4 years from now, a decade from today. But most importantly, while doing so, take a moment to remember this moment. Take a moment to remember this moment. Let today's graduation represent more than just the end of high school. Instead, let today's graduation represent a celebration of all that we've experienced these past 4 years, from sporting events to homecoming to after-school activities. Let today's graduation be a celebration of our growth, a celebration of the memories, the friends, the teachers, and faculty that have made us, well, us. But above all, don't forget to let today's graduation represent the beginning of new challenges, and the beginning of our independence, where we set out on our own ambitious path, eager for what's ahead, choosing to be resilient, choosing to be unique, and choosing to be true to ourselves by respecting the truth of others. So take the first step, walk across the stage, grab your diploma, and make future change happen. And real quick, before I go, I would like to take one last second to thank my mom. You were always there making sure I had the resources to be the best I can be, and for that I appreciate all that you've done. So that's my time. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Vice President of the Class of 2019, Margarita Chikova.
To introduce our distinguished guests and officers on stage, it is my pleasure to present Michelle Zhang, Secretary of the Class of 2019.
It is my honor to introduce the people seated before you on stage. From your left, Williamsville Board of Education Vice President, Mrs. Teresa Leatherbarrow. Williamsville Board of Education President, Mr. Sean P. LeMay. Williamsville Board of Education members, Mr. Philip Meyer, Dr. Susan D. McClary, and Mrs. Suzanne Van Sice. Superintendent of the Williamsville Central School District, Dr. Scott Martzloff. Williamsville North High School Building Administrators, Assistant Principals, Mr. Kevin Lasky, Ms. Tiffany Fanning, and Mr. Tim Flanagan. Class of 2019 Advisors, Mrs. Cindy Wolf and Mrs. Kristen Wolfram. Valedictorian of the Class of 2019, Samantha Schaub-Rozbicki. Salutatorian of the Class of 2019, Austin Zeplowitz. Student Council President, Kayla Bailey. Officers of the Class of 2019, President Tim O'Connor. Historian Carrie Gramlich. Historian Asha Patel. Treasurer Jacob Anderson. And Vice President of the Class of 2019, Margarita Chikova. And Principal of Williamsville North High School, Mr. Andre Thomas.
Mrs. Teresa Leatherbarrow currently serves as Vice President to the Williamsville Board of Education. She was elected in 2016 and was re-elected this past May. Mrs. Leatherbarrow has 3 children who attend school in the district. Her daughter, Serena, is graduating here today. Mrs. Leatherbarrow earned a master's degree in curriculum and instruction and has an extensive background in public education. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Teresa Leatherbarrow, Williamsville Board of Education Vice President, for her remarks to the class.
On behalf of the Board of Education, it is our collective joy to honor you as you graduate today from Williamsville North High School. The diploma which you are about to receive is evidence that you have successfully completed the graduation requirements prescribed by the Board of Education and approved by the University of the State of New York. Graduates, take joy in your name being called today. Someone who loves you chose your name for you, perhaps even before you were born. So hold your head high for them and smile as it's called. Hold your diploma with love and gratitude today. Carry it the way you carried your Dora the Explorer backpack on your first day of kindergarten. Hold it in your arms the way your parents once held you. breathe, smile. Be thankful for the opportunities and the love and support you have received. Show it proudly to your friends and family who have contributed to your success. There's no shame if eventually it collects dust on a shelf or ends up in a box in your basement. You may even decide to leave it behind as you go off and spread your wings. You have so much living left to do, and it's smart to travel light when you fly. You are well prepared for whatever your next chapter will be. Trust those wings of yours. Take care of them too. Be good to your body, be good to your mind, and be good to your heart. Love yourself first so that you can better show love to others and contribute positively to our planet. As you graduate high school and begin your next endeavor, I wish you good health and much success in life. And most of all, I wish that you know the peace that exists within you. Class of 2019, congratulations and enjoy today.
Dr. Scott G. Martzloff began his tenure as superintendent of schools for the Williamsville Central School District on August 1st, 2011. Prior to his appointment in Williamsville, the Rochester native was the superintendent of the Byron Burgeon Central School District, a rural district in Genesee County, for 2 years. Dr. Martzloff also worked 8 years for the Rochester City School District, a large urban district with over 32,000 students, where he was an administrator for operations and served as a high school assistant principal. He began his career as a special education teacher in Rush Henrietta Central School District, located in suburban Rochester, where he also served as an assistant principal. Dr. Martzloff received his bachelor's degree in biology from the College of the Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts. He earned his master's degree in educational administration from the State University of New York at Brockport and received a doctorate in education from the University of Rochester. He also holds permanent certification as a school district administrator in New York State and is certified in special education K through 12. Dr. Martzloff and his wife Kim have 3 children, 2 daughters who are attending South High School and a son who attends Mill Middle School. Dr. Martzloff is very dedicated to the education of the Williamsville students. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Scott G. Martzloff, Superintendent of Schools, who will bring greetings to our class on behalf of the district administration.
As your school superintendent, I am honored and humbled to share this special day with you and your families. We are here to celebrate one of the most important milestones in your life, your high school graduation. I want to extend a special welcome to the parents and family members of each of our graduates. They are the people who loved and supported you through the years. Your triumphs are their triumphs. Your struggles are their struggles, and today, your joy is their joy. Class of 2019, let's give them a round of applause for all of their support. "91% of you will be attending various 2-year and 4-year colleges, and the list of colleges you will be attending is impressive, with at least 3 of our new graduates attending Ivy League universities. The Williamsville North class of 2019 has also earned college scholarships totaling more than $1.6 million. As a public school district where we welcome and educate every child that passes through our doors, Williamsville produces graduation results that rival those of private schools without the burden of tuition and without turning any students away. Now, some of you will be joining the workforce right away or heading off to the military to serve our country. Today's finish line is the new starting block in your life. As a community, know that we are proud of each and every graduate receiving a diploma today. Every one of you is capable of doing some truly spectacular things. As you prepare to walk the stage, I want to take a couple minutes to talk to you about leadership and character. First, leadership. In today's world, social media dominates our reality, and whole communities of people live in the cloud. Now, we follow athletes, models, pop stars, and complete strangers who blog without filters about their hobbies and experiences. Should we judge a leader by how many likes he or she has and gets on social media? If that's the case, Ariana Grande, who has 157 million followers on Instagram, should be a shoo-in for the 2020 presidential election. But leadership is not about being liked, and it's not about being popular. World War II General Douglas MacArthur said, "A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others." This year marks the 75th anniversary of D-Day. The Allied invasion of France on June 6, 1944, was a triumph of intelligence, coordination, and planning. Yet the bold attack ultimately succeeded because of the incredible bravery, heroism, and determination of individual soldiers, many of whom were your age at the time. That generation of young people faced great uncertainty with courage and fortitude, and they succeeded in changing the course of world history. And now it's your turn. You are the generation who will remake our world. Sitting before me today are the emerging leaders of tomorrow, the future scientists who will find a cure for cancer or diabetes, the courageous young people who will serve in the military and preserve our nation's freedom, the engineers who will discover how to build homes and schools that can withstand an F4 tornado, the political leaders who will work toward global peace and economic stability. Elon Musk, founder of SpaceX and Tesla, said, "I could either watch it happen or be a part of it." And he chose to make it happen because he believes that what he builds will positively impact the world. When something is important enough, he went on to say, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Now, secondly, I want to talk to you about the importance of character and integrity. Character takes on many meanings, but the most basic one is simply doing the right thing when no one is looking. Choosing what is right over what is fast, easy, and sometimes fun. In the months and years ahead, you will face many challenges that will test your character. There will be times when you'll be tempted to do something you know isn't right, but you'll tell yourself, one time won't hurt. When that happens, follow the moral compass, your parents, your experiences here at North, and for many, your faith have nurtured over the years. Listen to your inner voice to overcome those dubious temptations and help you make the right choices. Perhaps most importantly, though, character speaks to how you treat others. Don't be silent in the presence of injustice or hatred or abuse. Always walk in the direction of kindness. Keep an open mind, an open heart, and open arms. Finally, a recent study published by the Journal of Social Psychology looked at what advice people would offer to their younger selves if they could. The participants in the study were 30 or older, and they were asked to give advice to their 18-year-old self. For all of you today, I wonder what hindsight your 30-year-old self would offer you as you begin your personal journey into adulthood. Here are some of the most popular and poignant responses shared in this study. Number 1, be kinder to yourself. Number 2, always know your worth. And number 3, don't worry if you look different or feel like you look different from most other people. There is much more to you than what others see on the surface. Celebrities have weighed in on that topic too. Actress Kristen Bell said her advice to her younger self would be, don't be fooled by the game of perfection humans play. Everyone has problems. Everyone feels yucky on the inside sometimes. And talk show host Ellen DeGeneres said, I would tell my younger self not to worry about what other people think of me. The more authentic you live your life, the happier you will be. Additionally, research shows that when we learn to be kinder to ourselves, we also become more resilient to challenges and stress and are better able to have fulfilling relationships with others. Understand that feeling alone or feeling guilty or ashamed is a normal part of being human. When you have a situation in your life that is challenging or painful, or you are experiencing a time of disappointment or heartbreak, know that you are not alone in how you feel. Show yourself care and understanding, just as you would for a friend who is going through a hard time. No one is perfect, and everyone must face difficult times in their lives. Know that you are never alone. As you embark on your senior summer of fun and prepare for your next very first day, wherever it may be, embrace the possibilities that lie before your 18-year-old self. Unleash your curiosity and courage to make our world a better place. Always be kind to others and give yourself a break once in a while. Your future self will thank you. North High School has given you a strong foundation. As you venture forward, do so with confidence. The Williamsville community will be here to cheer you on. My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to be. Congratulations, Williamsville North High School, class of 2019.
Good morning and welcome to Williamsville North High School's 51st annual commencement ceremony in honor of the class of 2019. Before we move on, I have a few procedural matters to take care of. To keep our ceremony under 2.5 hours, we'll be reading the graduates' names rather quickly. If you yell out after your family member's name or use an artificial noisemaker, it could cause another family to miss the name of their son or daughter being read. Finally, at the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain seated until all graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you in advance for your help in making this ceremony one of the best in Western New York.
Now to present the Eugene F. Colas Memorial Scholarship, Ms. Carol Conchagolian.
Congratulations, graduates. It is my pleasure to be here today, not only to celebrate your graduation, but also to represent the Williamsville Teachers Association. Eugene F. Colas was a past president of the WTA. He was well respected by his peers and, more importantly, by his students. He was driven by his desire to make a difference in the lives of others. It is often said that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Therefore, the WTA established a scholarship to be given to a graduating senior who not only exemplifies the characteristics of Mr. Colas, but is also pursuing a degree in education. Applicants are rated on their scholastic achievement, contribution to the school community, participation in extracurricular activities, and to their written response to the question, why do you want to be a teacher? I am privileged to present the Eugene F. Colas Scholarship to a lovely young lady who will be attending Canisius College in the fall to study education. Congratulations to Grace DeRue.
And now to present the scholarship in memory of former North High School principal Samuel H. Gang, please welcome Mr. Andre Thomas.
Today it is my privilege to present 2 sets of scholarships in memory of Samuel H. Gang, the Sam Gang Spirit Awards and the Samuel H. Gang Memorial Scholarships. Mr. Gang was a principal of North High School from 1970 to 1994. He was a leader who empowered both students and teachers alike to reach their respective academic, social, and professional potential. It was this philosophy that will become the foundation of North's reputation of excellence. The Sam Gang Spirit Award was established by Mr. Gang to recognize 2 outstanding seniors who, in addition to maintaining good attendance and above average grades, were active participants in extracurricular activities or community service work and possess the qualities of dependability, reliability, and resilience. It is my pleasure to present a check in the amount of $500 each to this year's recipients, Kayla Bailey and Tim O'Connor. The Gang Foundation, which perpetuates Mr. Gang's desire to continue recognizing North students who possess a passion to make a difference in the life of others, would like to recognize 4 seniors by awarding them with scholarships, each in the amount of $2,000 for 2 years. It now gives me great pleasure to welcome Miss Courtney Smith, granddaughter of Mr. Sam Gang, to join me at the podium to present the Samuel H. Gang Memorial Awards.
I'm happy to present the following seniors with the Samuel H. Gang Memorial Awards. Please join us on stage to accept your scholarship when I read your name. Margarita Chikova. Samantha Shah Rosbiki. Zachary Palmer. And Stephanie Shepard.
Now to present the Williamsville North PTSA Scholarship, PTSA co-presidents Mrs. Ellie Hare and Mrs. Francie Marzek.
Welcome, class of 2019. Congratulations. We are so proud of each of you, and we have been with you to celebrate each step along your journey in your 4 years of high school. Our PTSA membership is at 557, which is one of the largest in the district. Has anybody ever used the copier in the library? Seniors. Has anybody ever purchased anything from our school store? Gone to freshman orientation? Participated in reflections? Bought spiritware? Or gone to the farmer's market? Senior Spartan Day or the post-prom on Thursday. These are just some of the things that we get to do. But today we get to offer 12 $500 scholarships to well-rounded students based on submitted criteria and essays. So congratulations to the following winners.
It is my honor to announce the following recipients of the 2019 Williamsville North PTSA scholarships in the amount of $500 each. Please join us on stage as I call your name. Kayla Bailey. Congratulations. Carly Bergio. Annabeth Collis. Grace DeRue. Candace Kasahara. Congratulations. Joseph Looney. Timothy O'Connor. Sarah Quinlan. Arushi Rao. Stephanie Shepard. Congratulations. Peter Stepinski. And our final recipient is Taylor Stover.
And now to present the Williamsville PTSA Council Scholarships, PTSA Council Vice President, Mrs. Purnima Mohan.
I have the honor of presenting the Williamsville PTSA Council Scholarship Awards. These awards, in the amount of $500 each, are given to 4 graduates from each of the 3 Williamsville high schools. The scholarships are made possible through the joint contributions of all 14 Williamsville School District PTA and PTSA units, and the proceeds from the PTSA Council Holiday Craft Show. The selection committee is made up of adult representatives from all 3 high schools. The criteria for selection include academic achievement, activities in and outside of school, service to the community, and personal initiative. I would like to congratulate all the applicants for this award on their tremendous accomplishments during their high school years. The selection of the winners was extremely difficult. It is now my pleasure to announce the North High School recipients of this year's Williamsville PTSA Council Scholarships. Peter Stopinski. Sarah Quinlan. Jack Saya. And Stephanie Shepard. Thank you.
I would like to recognize a very visible student at North who serves on several committees. It seems every time I look around, she is there with a good idea or helpful suggestion. Today we recognize her as a 2-year representative of North's Shared Decision-Making Team. Taylor Stover, student representative from 2017 to 2019. Will you please join me at the podium? The plaque has a Lamp of Learning medallion at the top and reads, "For dedicated service as a member of the Williamsville North Shared Decision-Making Team. Thank you for your dedicated service." Next, I'd like to recognize 3 ladies who have served North High School for several years. Would Miss Andrea Wiepert, Miss Melissa Susi and Miss Susan Snitecki, please join me on stage. Miss Andrea Wiepert has been a volunteer with our PTSA for many years, starting with her children when they were attending High Middle School and then when they were at North High School. She served as PTSA co-president during the 2014-2015 and 2015-2016 school years. Under her leadership, the post-prom has grown into the success it is today. Due to her tireless efforts, she was recently recognized and awarded with the PTSA Service to Youth Award this past spring. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Wiepert for this achievement. Ms. Susan Snitecki and Ms. Melissa Susi have been instrumental in running our school store. Over the years, the proceeds from the school store have enabled us to receive over $10,000 worth of improvements. Some of these improvements include the tables out by the turf field and the signage outside and inside of the school. Proceeds from the school store also have been used as donations to various clubs, the Wellness Fair, the Junior Prom, Teacher Appreciation Day, Post-Prom, and the scholarships awarded to seniors every year. The store provides our students at North the ability to eat healthy snacks throughout the day for a tiny amount of money. The kids love it and rely on those healthy snacks for breakfast, lunch, and a boost before sports. Without these amazing ladies, none of this would be possible. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Snitecki and Ms. Susi for their efforts. As a small token of our appreciation, we'd like to present each of them with a bouquet of flowers for all the work they have done on behalf of our students at Williamsville North High School. Now I'd like to also take this time to congratulate the senior yearbook editors for creating an award-recognized yearbook under the direction of advisors Ms. Erin Devontier and Ms. Caitlin Curcio. Will the following senior yearbook members please stand and be recognized for this year's yearbook? Melissa Kaplan, Serena Leatherbarrow, Hannah Pulowski, Aria Roberts, Kara Strano, Sarah Siddiqui, Samantha Strom, and Samantha Watts. Thank you. At this time, Diploma Group 1, please stand and prepare to receive your diplomas. And Diploma Group 2, please join us on stage.
Samantha C. Shab Rusbicki. Austin Dylan Zeplowitz. Kayla M. Bailey. Timothy C. O'Connor. Carrie J. Gramlich. Asha Patel. Jacob W. Anderson. Michelle W. Zhang. Margarita Chikova. Jonathan B. Abaya. Mary Renee Catriel Bustamante Agregado. Gabrielle P. All. Ali Ahmad. Mustafa A. Al-Kazi. Mansoor Ali. Tess Olivia Andrews. Maura G. Antelek. Juan M. Antonetti. Dennis Arkadiev. Zachary J. Arquette. Hera Arshad. Caleb A. Azami. Isaac H. Azami. Connor P. Bateshold. Morgan T. Bailey. Ravi Bandur. Pariya Balachandran. Courtney R. Bangert. Devin Carrington Banning. Taylor Rosella Barnaby. Elizabeth G. Barnhart. Christopher C. Bartolotta. Danielle C. Botts. Tessa M. Beckman. Scott J. Becht. Urfa Bezad. Jacob A. Belote. Liliana C. Bernardi. Randolph R. Bianchi. Nicole M. Bidlack. Riley J. Bees. Ashley Alexandria Bigelow. Sarah Blankenberg. Hunter P. Blazak. Joshua S. Bloom. Zachary D. Bonner. Grace E. Borelli. Anna E. Brand. Bobby Brill. Christopher K. Broadhead. Autumn A. Brown. Brianna M. Brown. Molly A. Brown. Nathan D. Bruce. Ilma Barrera. Carly Faith Bergio. Owen T. Burns. Molly I. Bushart. Jessica Busco. Michael G. Cabra. Aurora A. Camardo. Alexander J. Chamberlain. Allison E. Chamberlain. Philip A. Charmanti. Henry W. Chugg. Isabel A. Ciambella. Kyle W. Cohen. Brett N. Kolka. Annabeth M. Collis. Victor Imanol Colon de Dendaria Rena. Owen C. Cooney. Jordan K. Cooper. Caitlin P. Corbett. Jenna C. Covell. Audrey K. Craffey. Haley Rose Cullen. Jeffrey S. Cummins. Haley M. Dage. Jared J. D'Angelo. Emily A. Daniels. Emily A. Davis. Caitlin M. Davis. Stephen E. Davis. Thomas R. Davis. Deanna Denisova. Grace Margaret DeRue. Deanna M. DeBlasi. Carson R. DeFranco. Madeline Diodati. Aaron J. Damagala. Donato A. Domino. Ethan C. Donovan. Mariah E. Doherty. Morgan L. Dutchman. Joshua J. Jama. Jason D. Echevarria Conde. Nicholas J. Emmer. Samuel E. Emmer. Madison V. Evans. Sarah E. Faber. Andrew S. Fairbrother. Jake A. Federio. Gianna A. Fiorella. Sean C. Fitzpatrick. Dominic S. Fournier. Mario P. Francavilla. Madeline E. Frost. Sophia R. Gerbrocht. Jaylene P. Gee. Ibrahim S. Galani. James M. Gilmore. Ethan A. Glazer. Naji J. Gong. Sean E. Gorman. Jacob M. Godziak. Jack M. Grady. Edith K. Gregg. Adam A. Gulick. Lauren M. Gwizdowski. And Colin J. Hamilton.
I would now like to introduce Timothy O'Connor, President of the Class of 2019, for his remarks to the class.
Thank you, Maggie. Welcome students, friends, family, teachers, administrators, and members of the Board of Education to this momentous occasion. Before I begin, I would like to say thank you to our class advisors, Mrs. Wolf and Mrs. Wolfram, and the administrators for making our senior year a year to remember. Today isn't just a day to signify our graduation from North, but rather it is a day for reflection and celebration. On this day, we remember all of the relationships we formed, memories we've made, and lessons that we've learned. Graduation day comes with mixed emotions. As we sit here today and look at the people to the right and left, we see the faces of people we spent the last 4 years or more with. Some of these people you may call your best friends, and some are just people that you went to school with. But without them, your time at North wouldn't have been the same. Each and every one of us has contributed to creating the community that has helped shape us into the people that we are today. Regardless of what activities you may have participated in or the grades that you received, you made it, and that is something to be extremely proud of. Some of us will be going to college, others going straight into the workforce and elsewhere. But for all of us, this day marks the next chapter in the story that will become our lives. The challenges that we faced and the people we become close with have helped prepare us for what lies ahead. No matter what path in life we take, I believe that all of us are capable to overcome the challenges we may face and succeed in whatever endeavors we embark on. Now, I could try and impose some wisdom on all of you, but if I'm being honest, I'm in the same place as you. I'm uncertain for what the future holds for me, but excited by the potential and opportunity, as we all should be. But I will say that with the support of your loved ones, you can get through anything. It is the people that you surround yourself with that can impact your life the most. Now, before I go, I'll leave you with this. When you walk out of here today, thank those closest to you. Your friends, family, teachers, and others are the people who helped guide you through your journey thus far. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in this next chapter of life. Thank you, class of 2019, for making my time at North so memorable.
How Many is a piece that was composed by music students from the Williamsville North class of 2008 and former North vocal director, Miss Marnie Salvatore. They wanted to create a song that sent off each graduating class with a heartfelt message. Miss Amber Carpy began the process by starting the lyrics to the piece. Her fellow music students completed the lyrics, and Mrs. Salvatore then composed the music and sent the text in 4 parts for the choir to sing. It was a unique experience and a great collaboration. And now to perform the song How Many, the senior members at Williamsville North's vocal department, under the direction of Mr. Aaron Young.
How many voices are left to be heard? How many tears before we part? You'll keep a place inside my heart. How many battles lost and won? How many memories have just begun? From what you've given throughout these years, I can conquer the world without any fears, with a guiding hand, holding all that I've known. What happens when it's time to let go? Each step forward leaves another behind. Our destiny's waiting for us to find. With tears of memories, forgetting the sorrow, we're leaving today, but I love you tomorrow. You were the answer from long before. Now I know I must write the score. Someday I'll find it in all its glory. Hold a page written in my life story. Each step forward leaves another behind. Our destiny's waiting for us to find. With tears of memories, forgetting the sorrow, we're leaving today, but I love you tomorrow. We're leaving today, but I love you tomorrow.
It is now my pleasure to present Kayla Bailey, Student Council President, for her remarks to the class.
Thank you, Maggie. Good morning, teachers, administrators, friends, families, and of course, the class of 2019. Today, June 30th, 2019, is a special day. It is the end of high school, but more importantly, it is a stepping stone to our future. It seems like just yesterday when we stepped foot into the halls of Williamsville North on September 8th, 2015, but it has been roughly 800 school days since that day. 800 days of waking up unnecessarily early and trying to rush to school before the syncopated clock song ended. Within those 800 days, you may have met your absolute best friends, lost some friends, stayed up all night to study for a big test only to fail it, completed challenging courses, won a championship of some sort, performed in a school production, and more. You have met different people and formed different relationships only to realize you're changing as a person and want something different. Most importantly, though, we grew as people and as students. Every action, good or bad, over those 800 days came with lessons learned, and I am grateful that we got to grow into the people we are today because of it. Class of 2019, we made it. We have had the last 800 days to find ourselves and share with others, but now it is more important to look to the future, the next 800 days. Just as the past 800 flew by, the next 800 will too. We are starting the most exciting parts of our lives, about to set foot in the real world. Some will go off to college, some into the military, and others straight into the workforce. Although it may be sad to leave everybody behind and start new, it really is an opportunity to chase your dreams to find success. As we start the next phase of our lives, nobody will know who you were in high school or what decisions you made, and would they really care? The past does not matter, and you have the opportunity to become whoever you choose. So take advantage of that opportunity. Every single one of you has the capacity to do great things. I have seen the dedication and drive in our very talented class. We have excelled in all areas at North, whether that is in public for all to see or in private, which oftentimes makes it even more special. So class of 2019, I challenge you to set goals and chase them with that same dedication and drive. There's a great saying by Confucius that says, wherever you go, go with all your heart. As we all head off to different places, this quote tells us to put 100% effort into what we do no matter what it is, and to add more heart wherever we go by increasing our care and compassion towards others. As we leave this small bubble of Williamsville, we will encounter those with different viewpoints, but we must be respectful, kind, and willing to learn from others, as this will contribute to creating a world of healing, support, and nurture. Our class is an extraordinary one, and I am blessed to have spent the last 4 years with all of you. 800 days ago, we started a new phase of our lives. Now, we are in the same boat. The bad news is time flies. 800 days will go quicker than you think. The good news is that you're the pilot. 800 days from now, who will you be? What will you do? We will never know unless we go and grow. There is a world out there waiting for us, and we have the opportunity to do whatever we choose with it. The future is ours. Congratulations, class of 2015. 2019, sorry.
Yes, 2019. Diploma Group 2, please stand and prepare to receive your diplomas. Diploma Group 3, please join us on stage.
Stephen M. Hare. Helen K. Harkey. Daniel J. Harwell. Justin R. Hassler. Alexa M. Herman. Catherine M. Hill Munoz. Abby Elizabeth Hinckley. Joseph M. Nat. Ryan M. Hachalski. Connor J. Hockey. Leah Kelly Horton. Jacob S. Horrigan. Madison M. Hughes. Afton E. Hulse. Rachel V. Hunt. Catherine M. Hurley. Joshua T. Iskander. Alexander F. Jeffrey. Juliana K. Jewell. Jumana Cameron. Melissa P. Kaplan. Michael N. Kaplan. Tarek Z. Carriepper. Nicole A. Carr. Candace Y. Kasahara. Yash N. Kelker. Elizabeth S. Kelly. Dylan J. Kelly. Joseph E. Kelly. Hannah S. Califf. Hassan J. Khan. Julia Eleanor Machado Kiblin. Hee-Sung Kim. Jacob Alexander King. Gloria Kislook. Della Josephine Knapp. Michael J. Coslin. Gabriel Z. Krantz. Melanie L. Kryzik. Joseph A. Kulik. Matthew T. Kulikowski. Zoe A. Kirakopoulos. Kendra R. Lamb. Kwang Nut Lamb. Ian M. Lamana. Aaron D. Larson. Zachary E. Lashevsky. Kristen A. Lawson. Serena A. Leatherbarrow. Ari Lee. Zishen Liao. Jackson A. Lieber. Helen Lynn. Madison A. Lindeman. Matthew C. Lindeman. Kevin G. Liu. Joseph Xavier Looney. Molly J. Lachavo. Tyler M. Lotempio. Jessica J. Macignano. Amaya N. Mack. Allison Catherine Macon. Allison L. Maska. Aiden P. Madigan. Samantha H. Miller. Nicholas A. Maniscalco. Austin K. Mann. Dylan G. Mann. Francesca R. Manzella. Gabriella Kelly Manzella. Claire M. Marzak. Carter J. Madison. Emily R. May. Samaria K. Mbili. Rebecca Lynn McCloskey. Hannah E. McHale. Bryce J. McKennica. Monica Alexis Mackay. Brennan P. McQuillan. Ryan M. Meldrum. Robert R. Menkowski. Jared M. Miller. Ariana M. Malone. Marissa L. Malone. Jenna Nicole Montgomery. Derek J. Moore. Amelia M. Moran. Olivia R. Moran. Liliana R. Morin. Carly J. Morris. Sydney G. Moyer. Jacob L. Mocha. Natalie K. Murray. Hunter E. Myers. Tyler S. Nelson. Luke J. Nerber. Michael R. Newberger. Tina Nee. Allison P. Noonan. Mizna Noor. Alex M. Nunzio. Marissa N. Nunzio. Joseph R. Newsall. Alex J. Obi. Kaylee Elizabeth O'Connell. Peter Odagiev. Isabel K. Andrazik, McLean F. O'Neill, Montana C. O'Neill, Jacob M. Orlando, Zachary Owen Palmer.
It is now my pleasure to present Samantha Shaw-Brosbicki of the class of 2019 for her valedictory address.
Growing up, my mom's favorite thing to say to me was, "Sam, you don't know what you don't know." This was coincidentally the most annoying thing she would ever say to me, because as a little girl who could name the capital city of almost every country in the world and write out the entire alphabet of Egyptian hieroglyphics, I thought I knew everything. At least, I thought I knew everything worth knowing. As I've gotten older, however, I've come to realize that Mom was right. Now, for her sake, I sincerely hope this is being recorded right now, because I highly doubt she'll ever hear me willingly admit that again. After all, how can I possibly claim to know everything worth knowing when I've barely gotten through the first quarter of my life? And who am I to even determine what's worth knowing and what isn't? Over the years, I've found that the world is a vast and mysterious place. And the more I learn of it, the less convinced I become that I will ever truly be able to experience even a fraction of what it has to offer. In short, I don't know what I don't know. I do, however, know what I've observed. And with this in mind, as I stand before you today, as we prepare to embark on the journey not only of a lifetime, but of our lifetimes, I'd like to briefly discuss 3 observations that hold true not only in my life, but in the outside world as a whole. Observation number 1. Human beings are capable of both wonderful and terrible things. It never fails to astound me that the same species that could produce Beethoven's Fifth Symphony could also produce the atomic bombs that leveled Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That the same race that constructed the pyramids at Giza, that have stood proud for millennia, could push our planet to the point of ecological collapse within just 2 centuries. Ours is a species filled with hatred and love, pain and joy. It is our dual nature, that we should be able to cause so much harm, yet want so badly to help others. Now, this may seem like an obvious truth to you, as we can see throughout history how humans have shaped history by choosing one path over the other, and the resulting disasters or triumphs. Many of us, however, often fail to realize that this same dual potential lies within each and every one of us. Every single one of us has the capacity to do great good in the world, just as every single one of us has the capacity to perform great evil. Once we recognize this, it becomes a matter of how we choose to act on our potential, and which path we decide to follow. My fellow graduates, having spent the last few years of my life among you, I have truly seen just how much good you have already done, and just how much more you have the power to do in the future. I know you all will continue to embrace your selfless and compassionate nature, staying on the right path even as new forks in it begin to emerge. As we begin to write the next chapter in our lives, we must never forget that we all have choices to make, choices that could greatly impact the direction of history, as each of us has the opportunity to forever change the world, hopefully for the better, as we forge ahead and respond to the challenges life offers. This brings me to my next observation. Observation number 2. Life isn't fair. It's an unfortunate and universal truth that's often hard to swallow, but once we accept that life isn't fair, it's a lot easier to move forward and actually find fulfillment. Now, when I say that we should accept that life isn't fair, I'm not saying you should let yourself be cheated out of happiness and material gain by others, just because they give you the excuse of, well, that's just how it goes sometimes. After all, life isn't fair, you know. I find that people often use the phrase life isn't fair to excuse their own questionable behavior, which is altogether irritating and condescending. What I mean in saying that we have to accept that life isn't fair is that sometimes bad or upsetting things happen to us that are beyond our control, and that sometimes we just have to deal with them. As we go out into the world, we are going to face a plethora of obstacles. There will be times when we won't get that job we've dreamed of getting our entire lives, even if we're the most qualified candidates. We're going to get our hearts broken so many times, piecing them back together and sealing the holes with patches over and over again, until we're not sure if there's anything left but patches anymore. Some days, we'll wake up and people who meant the world to us won't be there anymore, having gone to a place where we cannot follow, seemingly without any rhyme or reason. Life isn't fair. That doesn't mean, however, that we give up. In the face of adversity, we have to keep going, to keep finding purpose and joy in the world around us, or life becomes meaningless. My fellow graduates, in the 4 so short yet so long years that we have walked the same halls, we have all overcome so much disappointment, heartbreak, and loss, and we have come so very far. You should all be very proud of yourselves, sitting here today having tackled countless obstacles, each having appeared insurmountable at one point or another. In leaving behind our high school halls, we can hope to find new joy in our future experiences, but there will surely be new ordeals to overcome as well, and we must remain steadfast in our desire to endure. Only then can we hope to improve the aspects of our lives that we can control, as well as the lives of those around us. Now, this leads me to my final and most important observation. Observation number 3. Things won't happen just because you want them to. If you want to see change, you need to make change. It's easy to look at the world around us and point out all the things that we consider morally wrong or unjust, and to express a desire for them to be reformed. It's far more difficult, however, to actually do something to improve the world when we find ourselves displeased with it. If we see something wrong with our society, it is of course always important to bring awareness to it, to draw attention to the issue. However, simply acknowledging a problem does little to solve it. If we waste time lamenting over an issue, hoping that someone will come along to present a solution or take action, chances are it will take far longer for changes to occur than if we ourselves were to make a move. As I've previously mentioned, every human being has the potential to perform wonderful or even miraculous acts. It's simply a matter of having the confidence and resolve to do so. This doesn't mean you have to try and become the next Gandhi or Princess Diana, though I firmly believe that each of you is capable of doing so. We tend to see change as existing in extremes, and in doing so, forget that even the smallest of actions can make all the difference or be the spark that lights the furnace in which changes are forged. There are so many problems that still need solutions, and whether you're passionate about the plastic in the oceans or ensuring acceptance for all, there are so many ways to get involved. My fellow graduates, as we have become aware of the injustices of the world and the issues that may very well affect our future, I have already borne witness to your countless attempts to improve the world and have been profoundly touched to see just how much you care. Watching you work for a better future has filled me with unfathomable hope and will continue to inspire my own efforts to save the world. I know that at times it may seem like our smallest actions are fruitless in the face of the often daunting issues that plague our world, but so long as your hearts and intentions remain pure and you never stop trying to do your part, your impact will be invaluable. I promise you that even if you don't have the impact on the world you may have hoped, your best will always be enough. As I've said before, and will likely continue to say for the rest of my life, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, what the final destination is, or how long it'll take us to get there. I don't know how many of our high school buddies we'll stay in touch with, or how many new friendships we'll forge as we leave the old behind. I don't know what challenges we'll face in the coming years, or who will become in the process. What I do know, my fellow graduates, is that each and every one of us has the power to do astounding good in the world, that with perseverance we can overcome any obstacles we encounter, and that ours is a generation with the fortitude and tenacity needed to make lasting changes for those that will come after. What I do know, my fellow graduates, is that you are all bright, passionate, empathetic, and bold individuals, and that there is an incredible future waiting for you. These past 4 years, it has been a genuine honor to watch you all grow into accomplished and capable people that I'm truly proud to call not only my peers, but my friends. And so, I wish you congratulations, class of 2019, and how far you've come, and because I know how much farther you will continue to go. Thank you.
And now I would like to introduce our class historians, Carrie Gramlich and Asha Patel.
At this time, on behalf of our fellow officers, we would like to present our advisors, Mrs. Wolf and Mrs. Wolfram, with a token of our appreciation for their guidance and dedication to our class. It is now our honor to recognize the careers of our 3 retiring teachers. Our first retiree is Mr. Stephen Brzee. Mr. Stephen Brzee joined the Williamsville Central School District as a science teacher at North in 1986. Over the years, Mr. Brzee taught various science courses including AP Biology, Living Environment A, and Physics. During his tenure at North, Mr. Brzee was an active member of the school community and served in many capacities including Science Olympiad Advisor and Book Room Manager. In 2015, he was named as one of Business First's top 25 teachers of merit in Western New York. It was always evident that Mr. Brzee was devoted to his job and the students with whom he worked with. Mr. Brzee has also assisted at our graduation ceremony every year and is one of the reasons why our ceremonies have run so smoothly throughout the years. Mr. Brzee is retiring after 33 years of service to the Williamsville Central School District. Congratulations, Mr. Brzee, on your well-deserved retirement.
Our next retiree was not able to join us today. However, we would like to recognize her career with the district. Miss Susan Grossman joined the Williamsville Central School District in 2001 as Library Media Specialist at Williamsville East High School, and she transferred to North High School in September of 2009. While at North, she's had the opportunity to interact with nearly every student during her tenure at here. Miss Grossman has taken an active role in the classes that visit the library and works collaboratively with many of the departments in the building. She's also chaperoned at many school-wide events and has participated in many building committee meetings, including the technology committee, wellness team, and shared decision-making team. Ms. Grossman always conveys a positive and supportive attitude when working with students, and her presence in our library will be missed by all. Ms. Grossman is retiring after nearly 18 years of service to our district, and we congratulate her. And finally, it is our privilege to honor Miss Carol Conchagulian. Miss Carol Conchagulian began her career with the Williamsville Central School District in 1995 as a business teacher at North High School. During her 24-year career with our district, Ms. Conchagulian taught many different business courses, including Accounting 1 and 2, Work Experience, Finance, Youth Leadership, and of course, Entrepreneurship. Through the Entrepreneurship class, Ms. Conchagulian was instrumental in creating the Hotspot, which has grown tremendously over the years. Proceeds from the Hotspot have been used to provide donations to various area charities. In addition to teaching, Ms. Conchagulian has also served in various other capacities, including team leader for the business department, work experience program coordinator, and club advisor for North Stars, the Stock Market Investment Club, the Entrepreneurship Club, and the Help Club. She has been a frequent chaperone at many school-wide events, homecoming dances, and proms, and is also presented at many of our 8th grade orientation programs. Her optimistic attitude is an inspiration to us all. Congratulations, Ms. Conchagulian. We will miss you.
Diploma Group 3, please stand and prepare to receive your diplomas.
Brian J. Patterson. Hannah Rose Palakowski. Antonino S. Pecoraro. Madison R. Penetrante. Victor L. Peterson IV. Joshua M. Phillips. Sarah J. Phillips. Audrey A. Pilote. Jenna N. Piotrowski. Sophia D. Polivoda. Annabella Ryan Polina. Jordan R. Preston. Jessica C. Princess. Jules C. Princess. Dominic M. Puma. Sarah A. Quinlan. Lauren Robinowitz. Bridget D. Raydell. Brittany R. Rafferty. Emma Melissa Ratvica. Arushi S. Rao. Joshua S. Ratner. Michaela Reimers. Grant A. Richards. Laura Isabel Rivera Sagado. Aria Roberts. Ciara Joy Rowland. Kylie Marie Rosen. Rebecca Rukowski. Jaden Rinkovich. Emily L. Safier. Jake R. Saya Jr. Aaron Shapiro. Nicole Shower. Adrian Scotia. Emily Siegel. Lauren Serafini. Daniel Sarah Brennick. Brianna L. Shannon. Stephanie Elizabeth Shepard. Moto Shimojo. Sarah S. Siddiqui. Joseph M. Signori. Mitchell H. Simon. Haley M. Sliwa. Christopher O. Sloboda. Jenna E. Snitecki. Taylor K. Snitecki. Jacob Sterling Summer. Christian Susi. Ashley Spector. Samantha B. Spokane. Benjamin J. Starks. Peter J. Stapinski. Taylor J. Stover. Kara Strano. Samantha Strum. Mariana Sutter. Katerina K. Sveck. Jenna Sylvester. Nicholas F. Tagliavento. Alexa L. Tamberlin. Christopher M. Tantillo. Katie A. Taylor. Catherine E. Thomas. Victoria M. Thomas. Paige M. Timby. Prachi Jojo Tiwari. Chase Tomorrow. Dominic A. Tringali. Brianne E. Trotter. Benjamin M. Trudell. Matthew James Tucker. Christian L. Turchiarelli. Alexa J. Uzorowski. Callista M. Van Wart. Lauren Vanderwerf. Daniel A. Versaloff. Abigail L. Vincent. Victoria Viturskaya. Eva M. Voltz. Joshua D. Walter. Ray Walter. Bridget N. Weiss. Kyle M. Workenman. Joseph M. Wick. Lily J. Wild. Davin Wilson. Devin J. Wisner. Meadow B. Wisner. Naomi R. Wisner. Todd A. Witt. Ryan M. Wright. Samantha V. Woods. Nicholas R. Young. Shafak Zahra. Samantha Gracia Zandi. Jessica Marie Zielinski. Cameron J. Zarat.
It is my pleasure to introduce the principal of Williamsville North High School, Mr. Andre Thomas.
Thank you, Maggie. As I give my address to all of you, I think it's important for me to start by sharing a little personal story. In my senior year of high school, I was given the opportunity, along with a number of other students in my participation in government class, to take part in an amazing community service project. For this project, our class decided to partner with a local orphanage where we as students would spend about half of a day visiting that orphanage to spend time with the children. As part of this project, we were also given the opportunity to actually adopt a child from the orphanage for the time of our visit. Given that our visit occurred around the holiday season, we were also given the option to purchase a small toy for that child who we decided to spend our day with. So the day finally arrived when we could finally meet these precious little children. As we boarded the school bus to head to our destination, I remember feeling so excited and anxious to finally meet the 5-year-old little boy named Michael, who I picked as my mentee for the day. I could not wait to see the expression on his little face when I show him the toy car that I picked out and purchased just for him. So when we arrived to the orphanage, everyone was still so excited. When the time came for me to finally meet Michael, I remember first introducing myself and then telling him that I had a gift for him. At that moment, his eyes lit up and he gave me a big smile and asked, "What did you get me?" I handed him the toy car. He said, "Wow, that's cool." And then immediately, he ran to the other side of the room to play with that toy in a quiet space. I, on the other hand, was left behind thinking, so that went well. But now my new task was to find Michael. Once we reconnected, we talked, we played together, we even laughed together at various moments throughout the day. Despite the fact that Michael actually broke the toy car within 15 minutes of my visit, I still felt so much pride and excitement that I was able to make such an immediate connection with this little boy. Finally, the time arrived where we had to leave. This was very difficult for me because at that moment, I did not know the next time I would get the chance to see Michael again. As we said our goodbyes, he cried as I hugged him. As we boarded the bus to return to our school, I kept thinking about Michael and the time we spent together. On one hand, I felt sad that I had to leave him. But on the other hand, I realized on that bus ride home that my experience that day was going to leave a lasting impact on my life for the time to come. So I felt it necessary to share that personal story with all of you this morning because 23 years ago, I had my moment. A moment where just one experience left such an indelible impact on my life. That one experience led me into taking a more active role in serving my community throughout college and even to the present time. It has had a positive impact on my family and has brought me here today serving all of you as your principal. Having the opportunity to daily mentor, engage, and interact with the best students that one could ever ask for. So before I return to my seat, I want to ask all of you just this one simple question. Have you had your experience yet? It's that one moment when you do something and it causes you to step back and realize that you may have just, to some degree, discovered your passion or your niche. It's that moment when you feel that every experience, good or bad, that you encounter from that moment on is specifically designed to prepare you for the next level of your journey. If you have had an experience that you feel is guiding you into your passion or purpose, I encourage you to hold on to it. My one piece of advice that I give you is to do all that you can to surround yourself with the right people. Individuals whom you trust and are willing to tell you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. Your inner circle should include people who are willing to encourage you and help guide you along the journey. These should be people who choose to respond to your failings and mishaps as opportunities to pick you up, not to tear you down. The more you connect yourself with the right people and the right opportunities, the greater the chances that you will reach your future goals. If you have not had your experience just yet, that's okay. It will come in due time. Just continue to enjoy life, take risks, and be willing to expose yourself to new and different opportunities. Also along your journey, be very careful not to confuse movement with progress. You can run in place all you want, but you'll never get anywhere. Continue to progress and move forward in your actions and in your thinking, and you never know. You just might fall upon something that you never knew was even there. And that very thing could open the door to you experiencing an opportunity that truly changes the trajectory of where you thought your life was headed. Your moment may not be similar to the one that I experienced 23 years ago, but I'm sure it will be just as impactful. As I close, I would be remiss if I did not truly express how deeply proud I am of this class of seniors. This class of seniors has received acceptances to over 75 different colleges and universities. As a class, they have received scholarships in excess of $1.6 million. In athletics, our seniors have led the way in state and sectional competitions. This year, our field hockey team were state runners-up, and our girls' district ice hockey team was crowned New York State champions for the first time in team history. Senior Madison Penetrante finished in the top 5 in state competition in girls' gymnastics, and senior Cassandra Kasahara finished in the top 5 in state competition in alpine ski. In the area of giving, our boys' ice hockey team donated over $3,000 to New York State Crisis Services Foundation, which they raised through their annual Teddy Bear Toss fundraiser. North seniors have also given back to the community by leading the way to donate over $3,500 to Toys for Tots through our 5th annual Tom Selleck Mustache Contest and with Student Council. Last but not least, members of the senior class were highly involved in the development of our new school motto, Spartans, learning today, leading tomorrow. This class is composed of so many great leaders and visionaries, some of whom prefer to work behind the scenes to organize, facilitate, and implement many of the great events that take place on a weekly basis at North. In conclusion, I'd like to leave you with a short quote from actor Charlie Day. You cannot let fear of failure or fear of comparison or a fear of judgment stop you from doing the things that will make you great. You cannot succeed without the risk of failure. You cannot have a voice without the risk of criticism. You cannot love without the risk of loss. You must take these risks. It has been my honor to serve as your principal these last 4 years. I have truly enjoyed watching you grow over these past few years, and I wish you success in all your future endeavors. Thank you. I would like to thank a few people who have helped make this day very possible. Dr. Marchloff and the Williamsville Central Board of Education for their continued support to North High School. The administrative team of Ms. Tiffany Fanning, Mr. Tim Flanagan, and Mr. Kevin Lasky. Senior class advisors, Ms. Cindy Wolf and Ms. Kristen Wolfram. Our junior class ushers, and all the teachers who assisted with today's commencement ceremony. I would also like to thank Mr. Michael Conti, Mr. Michael Bertosky, and the Wind Ensemble, Mr. Joe Buckle, and the String Quartet, and Mr. Aaron Young and the senior members of the vocal department for providing the wonderful music this afternoon. And finally, the families of today's graduates, especially those families whose affiliation with North High School draws to an end as their only or youngest child graduates today. Your loyalty and support of your children and our school have been valued and appreciated. It has been a pleasure working in partnership with you. In keeping with the tradition, we will now play North's alma mater, which was written by Michelle Poppleton, class of 1986. The words are included in your program.
This is the Spartan's hour, time for green and gold. With pride we give our victory cheer, we sing it loud, we sing it clear. For our alma mater, we have all come forth. We hold our hands high for Williamsville North.
Will the class of 2019 please rise? At this time, please move your tassels from right to left, signifying your graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the Williamsville North class of 2019. Graduates in the audience, please turn to your left and exit one row at a time, starting with row A. Guests, please wait until our graduates exit before leaving.